Redders back in action this weekend. Tough game, obviously, against Durham. We know what we're to expect from them. You're expecting a bit of a battle.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they've had a great season. First time they got beat last weekend against Leicester. You know, it's a tremendous run that they've been on. You know, they've been putting that sort of together for the last 3 years. They were a tough side to play when I was at Bells. And you know, they've got to take great credit for that. You know, as a side now, they've done it. They've got a different way of doing it. They've got the university involved, and you know, they've really evolved as a team. So it's going to be a tough game for us, but you know, these are the games that you look forward to.
Are you expecting maybe slightly more open than usual, given that neither team really now, with their defeat last week, not got a lot to lose?
Well, no, I think that obviously when two good sides meet and you clash, you want to get the result, you want to get the performance right. You know, I don't think there'll be any coming off the pedal. You know, I don't think, I look at Durham and I know how they're playing. You know, they definitely won't come off the pedal. I just, you know, I said they set the stall out. So, you know, from our point of view, you know, I'm more interested in us and us being ourselves. You know, we've done really well over the last, you know, 4 or 5 games. You know, things are starting to come together. Like I said before, I think, you know, if you get the process right, you get the performance right, you get the results, and you know that's what's been happening.
We take a lot of positives from the reverse league game, where particularly in the first half we did create a lot of chances against a team that is very solid.
Yeah, you're spot on. Yeah, it was a good performance. You know, we were unlucky in that game, and there was fine margins, and it was a bit of quality for their goal. You know, Epple's free kick. You know, it's misjudged, but it's a great quality ball in and a good header that undid us. But like you say, I mean, we could have been perhaps 2-3 up by that point. So you know, lots to do, lots to play for. You know, two sides that don't give much away. You know, both have got the best clean sheet record in the division. You know, they've kept as many as us. You know, 9 clean sheets in 16 games is phenomenal at any level. You know, and that's us and Durham. So you know, it could be tight. It could be that little bit of quality that wins the game. And obviously we've got players that are capable of producing that quality.
Had another little bit of a break after the Charlton game 2 weeks ago. How's the squad looking now, bar the two obviously long-term absentees?
Yeah, good. You know, the girls have done really well. You know, they've performed well by and large for the vast majority of the season. You know, have a real togetherness about them. You know, real will to win and drive and get better. And I think as a group now, you know, I think that we're performing better. I think we look better in possession. We've kept that solidity. We've kept that ability to keep sides out and keep clean sheets. But now we're a little bit more expansive and a little bit more, you know, free going forward. And I think that, like I said, I mean, it's a process. You've got to get it the right way around. You've got to keep clean sheets, make yourselves difficult to beat, and then you've got to go and play and beat sides. And you know, I think we've done that really well this year.
We've won our last 4 games. We've got 4 league games to go. Is this the basis now to set a foundation for not just the rest of this season, but next season as well?
It's the basis for the future. That's what it's got to be. I mean, ideally, we want to be in the top division. You know, and that's got to be as medium-term aim, if you like. You know, as long-term aim is to be a top-flight side that can stay there, and that can play and compete and play the type of football to compete against the better sides. And you know, like I said, this is the beginning of a process. And to be fair, the girls have shown great strides, and we've just got to keep that going. We've got to concentrate on what we're doing and make sure we keep doing the right things.
And final one, just sort of following on from that a little bit, obviously the TV deal was announced this week with money coming down to the Championship as well. How do you think that's going to have an impact on the game next season?
Well, it's brilliant news for women's football. You know, I think that I think the more it evolves and the better it gets. I mean, you know, the level of football has just really took off. You know, in the last 2 or 3 seasons. I've noticed a massive difference from when I had my first spell in the women's game at Doncaster Bells to now. It's gone tenfold, and I think that the fact that amount of money has been put into the women's game is recognition of that fact. You know, it's a good product. It's good to watch. People are interested, and I think people are going to get more interested. So it's really good for the women's game. It's the start of something big, I think.